I have 4 steps to outline the statement of purpose. Writing your statement of purpose should be in chronological order. You should have a timeline of when things happen, how it progressed, where you are now, and what you want to do in the future. First, you want to start off with your introduction, of course, and your introduction should be about why you want to participate on the JET program. What inspired you to want to join JET program in the first place? Was it your love of learning about Japanese in high school, taking a language course, making a pen pal, visiting Japan? All these things pertain to why you want to participate in the JET program. And these things should be stated in your first paragraph. It shouldn't be very long, it shouldn't be too drawn out, but you should give a brief story with some good details. Oh, I found out about Japan in high school through when I took Japanese 101. I got very inspired. I learned about the JET program years ago, and it just kept me on track to want to teach English in the future. Start off with the past, talking about kind of your past experiences, what led you to this point to apply for the JET program. After you've talked about your past experiences and what led you to apply to the JET program, now it's time to talk about your skills. What skills do you have that you can bring to the JET program? You might have teaching English, tutoring children. You might not even have any teaching experience, but you might have something related or something that you can make related to the JET program that kind of fulfill that missing part. Give examples of your experience. It might be in psychology, it might be in science. Any way you can take those skills and shape them for the JET program will be to your advantage. Second body paragraph should be how you will affect the Japanese community. How will some of the skills you've talked about come into play and help make a difference in Japan? So for example, I talked about, I was a tutor in college. On the JET program, I could bring my tutoring skills to the classroom and to the community. I could set up a after-school English club, or I could use my English and with my skateboarding skills and stuff that I think would really engage the community and have a positive impact. And something I hope I could get back from it would be, my heritage and what I like to do. Well, maybe they'll be able to share something with me and get me involved in the community and doing other stuff that make a positive impact in Japan and through grassroots internationalization. Next is your third body paragraph, and this is the final paragraph in your statement of purpose. Your third body paragraph, you want to talk about what you hope to gain from the JET program and how it will affect your future. After JET, like what you're going to do, what skills you think you'll have gained from JET and how they impact your future and how you'll move on from this position. For example, I talked about going back to graduate school and taking those skills that I learned in Japanese and using them towards my degree, and then using them outside the community, a JET Alumni Association. So the most important thing, what you will get out of this experience and how you'll give that experience back after the JET program and your future aspiration. Nothing is final. It's okay. You're unsure about your future. Your future changes a lot. It will change in a year, 4 years, 5 years, whatever. Just kind of give a glimpse to the reader of what you'll think you'll be doing in the future. Finally, let's talk about the conclusion. It should only be a couple sentences, but it should really just wrap up about everything that you learned about yourself, how you can give it back to Japan, what you want to do in the future, and how just JET will set you up for things to come. Final conclusion should just be short and just sum it up. So it should be at least 5 paragraphs, or 4 paragraphs is fine. Introduction, your 3 bodies, and they should go in chronological order. Your skills, what you want to accomplish, what you plan to bring, and what you want to do in the future, and then wrapping it up with your conclusion. But that's how I go about writing my JET statement of purpose. I like to be in chronological order. I like to have a good timeline. I like to keep the reader engaged. I like to give lots of details, and that's the stuff that I did to help me get an interview twice for the JET program without a problem. Following a good methodology will really help you succeed in landing a JET interview. And if you have problems getting a JET interview, it could be that your timeline is out of order, you didn't provide enough details, it was kind of jumbled up, they didn't understand where you're going, what you wanted to do, They probably didn't understand what you wanted to give back to the community. You might told more stuff about what you hope to get in return. It's kind of a mutual exchange. You might not even mention your future. Well, you plan to do JET and then keep staying in Japan on the JET program. They might have fallen off of like where you were going. You might not have mentioned what you're going to do after JET. And these are simple mistakes that do occur when people are writing their statement of purpose. First, brainstorm everything, outline it, have it in chronological order, have those details and write it up. If it looks good, then submit it. If not, just keep revising it. Revising over and over again. It's kind of a game. You'll be winning and losing all the time, but eventually you'll have a perfect score and you'll be able to submit your JET statement of purpose and get that interview. Just outline it and be hardcore about letting other people read it, making sure you have those details and making sure they're in order. So thank you, and I hope you learned something.